Hello world, hello YouTube, hello everybody. This is Prepper Princess. This is going to be the first of my money saving videos, which were requested by some of my subscribers. I've been thinking about how I'm going to organize this, and what I've decided is I'm going to start with each individual room. I'll eventually move into money saving in terms of food, electricity, water, everything like that. But first what I'm going to do is start with room to room, and you can save money in every single room of your home. I can pinch a penny till it screams. I can make one meal turn into 5. You're going to see how all of that works out eventually. So first of all, starting in the bathroom, wonderful bathroom, it's just a regular bathroom. So one of the things you're going to want to do first of all in order to save water is you're going to want to do what's called water displacement in your toilet. So some toilets are low flow, and some are not. Some of those have those buttons on top. One is for, number 1, and then the other button's for number 2, and it will use as many gallons as you want. So if you don't have a low flow toilet or a low water saving toilet, what you're going to want to do is water displacement. You can do that with a jar, you can do it with a 2-liter Pepsi bottle, a 1-liter Pepsi bottle, Crystal Geyser water bottle. You just take that, you take the lid off of your toilet and then put it in there. So every time you flush the toilet, you're going to be saving this much water, however much water you put in there. In some cases, you can also do it with a toilet that already has the low flow feature. Just keep in mind that in some instances you might have to flush twice. So, that's not always, but that's going to be sometimes. When it comes to saving water on, showers and things like that, first of all, don't necessarily think that you have to shower every single day. If you, work in a smelly job, just, what do they say on Naked and Afraid? They say, pits, tits, and ladies' bits. So just make sure that you, clean off your private parts and keep that all hygienic and everything like that. But you don't necessarily have to shower every day. But if you do, you can contact your local water company or gas and electric company, and they will more than likely provide you with a low flow shower head free of charge, which can bring it down to 1.5 gallons, which if you're taking a 5-minute shower using a regular shower head, it's usually 5 gallons a minute. So a 5-minute shower is 25 gallons. Bring that down to 1.5 gallons. That's 7.5 gallons. You just save 13 gallons just by switching your shower head. And trust me, there's no difference in water pressure or cleanliness. The other thing you can do is all of your towels and washcloths, as you can see behind me, they are available at thrift stores. Usually the washcloths cost between 25 cents and 50 cents, depending on where you live. The towels are usually around $2 to $3. That's a huge difference from regular retail price. Another thing that you can do, if you are within the vicinity of a dollar store, I highly recommend them. So you can get hand soap. As you can see, it's green on the top. I ran out of the Jergens, which I got at the dollar store, and then I refilled it with a different soap, which is this. Also got this at the dollar store, but as you can see, this one's much smaller than this one. This is a 3-in-1 shampoo, conditioner, and soap, so I just refilled it. And then also, I would recommend filling things only approximately 9 out of 10, and then filling the rest with water, giving it a good shake. That'll make it last longer. You should add water to everything, folks. That goes from shampoo, conditioner, body soap, hand soap, everything all the way up to orange juice and milk, just to make it last a lot longer. I'll get into that eventually, and I'm trying to keep these videos short because I can't have videos longer than 11 minutes. So, also add it to your makeup, especially makeup. Makeup is extremely expensive. Another thing that I recommend is you can't see it and I can't turn the camera, is keeping a bucket in your shower. So when you turn on the hot water in the morning or at night when you're taking your shower, typically that water is just going to go straight down the drain. If you put a bucket in your shower, it'll catch that extra water. It doesn't change anything because you're not even in the shower at the time. All it does is save the water while it's getting warm, and then you can take that water and shower the plants and shrubs and trees and vegetables and everything around your house. A lot of people say that you can't use the water after you've taken a shower because of all the soaps and chemicals that get into it, but I've never had a problem. Another thing that you should do, just as an example, When you have mouthwash, again, I got this at the dollar store, but it doesn't really matter which mouthwash you use. If you use Listerine, Scope, the expensive stuff, you know, it's time to, if you're in debt, it's time to get rid of all those name brand requirements. It's time to let go of that, folks, especially if you're deep in debt. You don't have to buy brand items. If you have a problem with changing brand items, what I recommend doing is just keeping your bottles. You know, you have an expensive shampoo like Infusium 23, right? And then all you have to do is buy these big things for $2. It's huge. And then, you know, pump whatever you need to into your already existing, you know, shampoo or conditioner container. I promise you it's a mental thing and you will get over it. You're going to eventually not even realize the difference. And a lot of people use that argument, well, I have oily hair, I need this specific type of shampoo, or I don't like that shampoo. Well, technically speaking, you don't even need shampoo and conditioner, all right? You can just use regular soap, you can do whatever you have to, just make sure that you stay clean. So you've got the water bucket. Get rid of the brand names. Fill up your shampoo and conditioner with whatever shampoo and conditioner you have. I recommend starting at 90% of the product and then adding 10% water on top. And then eventually start using more water and less product until you stop at a point that you're comfortable with. That's going to make everything that you have last so much longer. You know, just take, for instance, the mouthwash. I do a 50-50 because Listerine's too strong for me. And I do use the Walmart Equate brand, which is less than half the price. And then I'll take an old jar and then I'll fill it 50%, fill the other one 50%, and then I'll fill the rest with water. That just made my $3 Listerine turn into a $1.50 Listerine. Just think about it that way, you guys. Another thing is with toothpaste, you do not need expensive toothpaste. The only difference between toothpaste is the flavor. The active ingredients are the same in terms of the fluoride and what keeps your teeth clean. So again, that's just a brand thing, and it's not something that you need. Eventually, I will make videos on, you know, how to make your own toothpaste, how to make your makeup last longer, but I think that that's more of a specialty video, and this is going to be an overall encompass of how to save money in the bathroom. Also, what I do is I save my soap slivers, and what I do is I will melt those down and remake soap. So I almost never run out of soap. I have it all the time. And let's see, you can make your own lotions. You know, a lot of people buy those really expensive facial lotions and things like that. I just buy the cheap old Jergens, and it works just as well. Again, if you read the active ingredients on the lotion, the only difference really is fragrance and viscosity. So it's just a matter of having a really gooey type of lotion and a not so gooey type of lotion. Another really cheap thing is Vaseline, and it's very healthy for your skin. But again, you don't have to have those brand names. If brand names are an issue, take the cheap bottle, pour it into your already existing bottle. It's all in your head, and that'll all eventually go away. When it comes to towels and washcloths, you don't have to wash those after every single shower that you take. Think about it, it's already drying a body that's already been cleaned. So it's technically already clean, and it doesn't have to be washed all the time. I would also recommend hang drying all of your laundry. If you're deep in debt, it's just something that you should get used to. You know, whenever you go to the laundromat, you spend $1 on the dryer, or technically speaking, you spend about 50 cents drying your laundry at home. And if you have a lot of children, you know, you're doing 5 loads of laundry a day, you can save $2.50 a day over a month. You know, that's $70 at least. So just keep in mind that even though people say that you're nickel and diming yourself, every single penny adds up, and you can save money, you can get out of debt, you have the ability to do so. So these are just a couple of simple money saving techniques. I hope that it helps you out, and do what you can with what you've got. Prepper Princess out.